battlefield has changed since the Ukrainian war. Even the world's most powerful military, the U.S. Army, has now declared a shift to a drone-centric military, and the scale of the change is the largest since the Cold War.
The U.S. Army is embarking on a massive arms reorganization worth $36 billion. About $49 trillion in our money over the next 5 years. The key to this is one thing: drones. According to the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. Army has launched the Army Transformation Project to newly supply about 1,000 drones to combat divisions and to replace aging equipment on a large scale. If this project is implemented, all 10 standing divisions of the U.S. Army will be reorganized into a drone-centered structure, and drones will be deployed for various missions, such as surveillance, supply, and attack. Why is there so much focus on drones? It is because the cases in which drones actually influence the outcome of the war in Ukraine gave the U.S. military a strong warning. The U.S. military, having witnessed how small, cheap, and quickly mass-produced drones have completely shaken up ground warfare, has been receiving reports directly from military contractors and personnel who worked with the Ukrainian military and has embarked on a comprehensive change. We have to learn how to use drones on the battlefield and how to deploy them in large numbers, said Colonel Donald Neal of the 2nd Cavalry Regiment, and former Vice Chairman of the Army Jack Keane emphasized how lethal drones are in modern warfare, saying, "Ground warfare has turned into drone warfare. If you get caught, you die." But this reorganization is not just about increasing drones. The U.S. military is also introducing equipment to enhance communication capabilities between soldiers and to prepare for electronic warfare. For example, soldiers will use internet devices such as cell phones and tablets in combat. And about $3 billion, or 4.2 trillion won, will be invested in defense systems to shoot down drones. Where will the budget come from? It is being filled by reducing existing equipment and personnel. The U.S. military will no longer purchase Humvees, JLTV tactical vehicles, and M10 light tanks, and the old Apache helicopters will also be gradually retired. The plan is to gradually reduce civilian personnel within the military and replace them with unmanned systems to increase efficiency. This plan is currently awaiting congressional approval, and Army Chief of Staff Randy George personally reported to Vice President J.D. Vance, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has also signed the plan. This large-scale maintenance is not only focused on the European battlefield, but also on the Asian strategy to check China and Russia. And in addition to drones, it is said that traditional weapons such as new tanks, long-range missiles, and tilt-rotor aircraft will also be strengthened.
In an era where the main force of ground warfare is changing from tanks to drones, the U.S. Army's choice is not a simple reorganization, but a signal that foretells the direction of future warfare.